we were taught a bunch of stuff that's complete bullshit. And those of us who followed along with that complete bullshit ended up getting fucked. Those who go, I don't give a shit, are the ones that you reward. No sense following the rules, it'll just get you fucked over. And I'll give you a bunch of examples of how and why. Consent. We'll start with consent. When it comes to consent to sex, well, it's wrong for you to want sex, apparently, if you're a male. It's wrong for you to find somebody sexually attractive if you're... No, it's not. If you have money and you're good looking, then it's okay for you to find somebody attractive. It's not a gender thing, it's a looks thing for most people. But we're also taught that we're not allowed to admit that we're superficial. When you're not interested in a fat woman, you still have to tell her, oh, well, it's because, I just don't think we click. No, it's because you don't find her attractive. Same thing with women when they say that stuff to fat men. You don't find them attractive. You don't find them attractive. That's just how it is. In the 1980s, that's when I grew up, we got to pioneer and test out a lot of this. Well, I don't know why they assign it to liberals, because it's not liberal stupidity. It's just human stupidity. So, most of the women that I know have told me, Sean, don't ever ask for permission. I've had women who bitched at me later on in life, like, dude, I had a crush on you in high school, and you never made a move. You're dumb. You didn't make a move. I was throwing myself at you and you didn't take the hint. Well, that's right. I don't take the hints. Please be direct with me. Now then there's you were supposed to ask for consent. You have any idea how many women have told me that that's just fucking creepy? This is what we were taught to do in the 1980s. We're supposed to ask you for consent. That is what we were taught. We were taught that if we're going to hold hands with you, we have to ask your permission. If we're going to try to kiss you, we're supposed to ask you for permission. I've known women that were attracted to a guy until he asked for permission. Like, I was just waiting on him to make a move, but instead of making a move, you wanted to ask my permission like I'm his mom. Like, no, that's not what it's about. It's about if we don't get your actual consent, and today it has to be written consent. That's how pathetic it has become. If you find a woman attractive, you're not allowed to say anything. If she finds you attractive, she is allowed to say something. But that also depends on how good looking you are or how good looking she is. Looks are extremely important. I don't know why I'm driving around. I've got nowhere to go. Oh yeah, charging up my telephone. Now, instead of people taking a look at evidence and actually helping me out, I'm not somebody you care about. I'm not the good-looking guy that you want to have sex with. I'm not the rich guy that you want to take care of you for the rest of your life so you don't have to do nothing. I'm not that guy, so I don't fucking matter. I'm not expending all of my resources into you having a roof over your head, so I don't fucking matter. It's disgusting. We've got a major issue here with all men being treated like shit over the men that you date. You date. You choose who you have sex with. You choose who you go out with. You choose that. So if you're having abusive relationships because you're throwing yourself at men who have options and can throw you away like you're trash, keep in mind when they throw you away like trash because you want to be difficult and expectational, they can do that. A man who you are asking too much of has the right to fucking get... Oh, wait, no, he doesn't have the right to get rid of you anymore, does he? Women have complained to the point where a man is legally obligated to stay with a fucked up person, or he gets everything stolen from him. Meanwhile, those of us who aren't even in your dating pool, when we talk about men's rights, we need to talk specifically about the 80% of men that you are not fucking interested in. Those are the ones being left out. It's not about fucking dating anymore. It's about having basic human fucking rights. Basic human rights. Food, water, and shelter. Without those things, we cannot take care of ourselves. If we do not have access to those things, we are prone to being taken advantage of and victimized. The people that you are pouring your resources into are the ones who don't need those fucking rights because nobody's violating theirs. Kind of like the situations with, if you're a man who's being abused, you can't tell a pretty white girl about it, especially if she's got blonde hair and blue eyes. You already know that she is not going to be capable of understanding your lack of resources. Not going of understanding that you don't have the help that she takes for granted every single day. That you don't get that positivity and niceness out of people who want your attention and want to spend time with you. You know what? For most of us men, the majority of us men who are having our rights trampled, we're the men you have no interest in, but you complain about men dating. Those fat women who complain that men should give them a chance. No, we shouldn't. You don't fucking want us. We're not the top 10%. You don't want us. Instead of complaining at men, why don't you complain at the men in specific that you're talking about war to? Is there a guy at work you got a crush on? Then fucking say something to him. And if you're talking about him, you're not talking about men. You're talking about him. Stop assigning your inconsistencies to men. You want the good-looking rich men to give you the attention over a good-looking rich woman. Are you a good-looking rich woman? No, you're a superficial person who is now going to complain that the person that you're being superficial towards is being superficial because they don't want to hog. Are these pretty women any nicer to fat men than these pretty men are to fat women? No! Matter of fact, they're worse because these men aren't allowed to defend themselves. Society doesn't care about them being fat because they're men. It's their fault they're men. Men chose it. Men are fat because men choose to be fat. Women are fat because men made them fat. That's what we're fucking sold. Goddamn wives' tales. Oh, you don't like that? I said wives, so I have to be sexist. Well, we could call it a husband's tale too. I don't care. Looks to me like there's no parking and I have to go around the block. It happens. Anyway, there's the guys that you throw yourself at like a $2 hooker who don't give a shit about you, and you judge all men based on the men that you say yes to, the men that you have sex with. When you're trying to find a good man, are you really trying to find a good man, or are you going to fucking college dorm parties and getting fucking drunk with a bunch of drunks and doing stupid shit with a bunch of other stupid shits? Are you taking responsibility for your action, or are you blaming the fucking alcohol? Just so you know, if you get drunk and you have sex with a drunk man, you are just as much a rapist in my eyes than he is. If you're not capable of giving consent because you're drunk, he's not capable of giving consent because he's drunk, and both be charged with rape. See, that's what these modern feminists want to push, is that only a man can rape. Women cannot be physical abusers. Women cannot be sexual abusers. Are you kidding me? That's not logical. That's not intelligent. That's just sexist. I point out sexism on both sides of the line, and I show sexism towards both sides of the line. If you like equality, I'll feed you equality. We have taught women that no only means no if they say it. With Jamie Curtis, it was do what she wants right when she wants it, or she'll throw a fucking tantrum. That's why she called me 88 times in one day. One day. Then there was the Stephanie Mejia. She was going to come down and help me. Instead of coming to help me, she showed up to cheat on her fucking husband. At my expense. Yes, her idea of helping me was taking advantage of me and having sex with Ventus and spending all of her time with Ventus. Nearly all of her time. All Ventus cared about was being the center of attention from moment one when I walked through his door.